Talo Fulawa, I'm Amosa Lene. I'm a classically trained pianist, and you're watching Young, Gifted and Brown.
It's Freaky Friday, and I'ma do it my way. Hey.
This is my mum's family's house. I spent a large part of my early childhood here. Grew up here with my parents before we moved to New Zealand. I didn't start piano lessons until I was year 8 at intermediate school in Wellington. My grandpa, who was a whaiwheau, he wanted us to play for church, basically. So that was the first thing that pushed us into learning music and playing piano. When I got to college, I was asked to play in a band, and that was where I truly started to become obsessed with playing in ensembles, chamber groups, and that opened up a new world of classical music to me. About 2 years ago, I flicked an email to the NUS music lecturers, and that's where we basically sort of connected. Through them, I've had the opportunity to connect with other really amazing musicians, opera singers, and even musicians on their own sort of journey. The violin is something that I've always wanted to learn. Growing up, seeing orchestras on YouTube and that sort of thing. When I connected with the NUS musicians here, it wasn't until then that I had the opportunity to learn violin. I've always wanted to live in Samoa. My early years were spent here. Also, I really wanted to focus on my music. I wanted to focus on composing, honing my skills as a pianist as well. I've always been playing for church pretty much since I started playing piano. This is Vaiteliuta Church. This is where all the magic happens, where some of the TikToks happen, and especially the praise and worship. This is where the choir sits. The young kids are over on this side. I play every Sunday. Church is like my second home because my grandpa was a whaiwheau, so growing up, I pretty much spent all my time in church. It's not only just like a second home, but it's also where a lot of learning happens, not just culturally, but also musically. The church and the minister, they responded quite positively to the music that I was bringing, especially a lot of the old hymns I was sort of rearranging and rewriting to make them sound a bit more interesting or to give it a little bit of a different sort of flair to it. 1, 2, 3. People who would watch my videos, they would message me and they would be saying, oh, can you please teach my daughter or my son, that sort of thing. And also I wanted to give back to the people of my community here in Samoa, so I wanted to teach, basically.
Amosa is very talented. He brings a wealth of experience from New Zealand with his music. So we work together in developing the program.
Yeah, I've really learned a lot from teaching here in Samoa and working together with Paolo to deliver these lessons, yeah.
Because I used to play piano without the notes, but now I've learned how to read the notes, I learned how to count the notes, and I learned what the keys are on the keyboard.
Saunya tumo le tai no vi ngale atu ya e se foi oni tali ni fo oni tali ni fo e se asa na mo ya pe o me na na ma tu o mai le awa o le tai no pian.
I'm hoping one day that I'll head back to New Zealand to pursue some more music studies at university. My ultimate goal is to continue to teach music and continue to inspire people to take up piano, whether it's classical or jazz or gospel. And my ultimate wish for my students is that hopefully one day they get to teach someone else the things that I've taught them. That's it from me today, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me in my space on Young, Gifted and Brown. Catch you later.